forecasts run rampant on there.
And sometimes not the greatest of information, and it is frustrating. But yeah, there's a lot to talk about next week with potentially some wintry weather and cold temperatures. But there's a lot of time between now and then, and as you know, a lot of uncertainty in the long-range forecast. So kind of talk more about generalities and patterns at this point. But we got to get through the weekend system first. I mean, we can't miss the system that's going to be heading our way going into Friday night and Saturday. That's going to bring us rain. So tomorrow we start a warm-up. Temperatures getting back into the 50s, low and mid 50s. Look at that. Even a few spots down towards Sherrall could be close to 60 degrees tomorrow. Shows a pretty significant warm-up. So that system stays to our south, but the next system is the one coming out of the middle of the country. It's going to start tapping into some moisture, and yeah, that's primarily rain because of the warm front. Could be a brief wintry mix in the mountains. This will be a quick hitter, though, on Saturday moving out, but there's a secondary front that will come in with some Arctic air on Sunday that could kick off an additional shower and snow flurries in the mountains, maybe even the foothills. There's the rain initially, but you see there could be a little bit of a wintry mix in the morning. By the afternoon, this pushes out. We start to dry out, but there's an Arctic front arriving Sunday that's going to keep rain in the forecast. So the weekend forecast, yeah, I'm really sorry if you have weekend plans because Saturday's not looking great. Sunday, not as bad, even though there's rain in the forecast there. This will be pretty scattered stuff across the area, just a 50% chance. So don't get too excited for a washout there either. That looks like really scattered. But then the cold air moves in. This is the certain part of the forecast. We know it's going to be cold next week. It's just the degree of cold. Is it going to be record breaking? Probably not, but it could be the coldest we've seen since 2018, and everybody will see below average temperatures. These maps, when we show you, this isn't the degree of how cold it's going to be. It's how cold it's going to be compared to average. So a very high chance of below average temperatures here across the southeast, an area of the country that doesn't typically see super cold temperatures. And now the coldest we've ever been here, if you want to think about what's the all-time coldest, we've actually been below zero several times. In fact, 1985, -5, we did that 2 days in a row, almost exactly on the same dates we expect this cold blast next week. It won't be quite that cold, but teens certainly possible. In the mountains, single digits for sure. There's the cold air. That's fairly certain. What is not certain is where's the storm track. There are some hints this storm track could be so far south, believe it or not, there could be winter weather south of our area, but not here. Just cold and dry. Now, if that should shift a little bit further north, we could get more into a wintry pattern, and it doesn't necessarily mean snow either. It could be ice, and ice is a huge threat with these Arctic air masses because the air is very shallow on the edges of that Arctic air. So wintry mix, yeah, possible next week, anytime between Tuesday and honestly Thursday. Could make for slick roads. It's going to be cold no matter what, so plan ahead right now. When you see our Guy Roofing 7-day forecast, those temperatures tumble quickly. And yes, this is the kind of cold that could have significant issues on pipes, your home, your car. So make sure you're doing some winterizing stuff this week and into the weekend before the cold blast hits early next week.
All right.